Welcome to One Life Review, a weekly video series about trying to get as far through a game as possible without dying, whilst being mercilessly judged for the shooting of unarmed players, which we here at Twisted Bot completely condone. This week, it's all aboard the hype train as Rob and special guest John join the rest of the internet in doing a PlayerUnknown's Battleground video. How original? Can they win? Will it be chicken tonight? I doubt it, but let's find out. 2 players, 2 judges, 2 lives.
Terrorize this!
What's up everybody and welcome to the 15th One Life Review. I really can't believe we made it this far. I'm Paddy and I'm here as always with Alistair.
It's 15!
Woo! And Rob.
Hello.
And we have a special guest because it's the 15th episode and that's really exciting and everyone's really excited. Say hello, John!
Hi.
Wow,
Anticlimax.
This is a fucking brilliant start.
No pressure. No pressure.
So, John and Rob, you're both playing. What are you playing? John, tell us all about it.
I was playing Unknown Battlegrounds. I think
Nice,
it's based.
I've heard of that game.
Yeah, it's based on PlayerUnknown from the Arma 3 series, if I'm not mistaken. Like one of the mods that came out from there. This is kind of his standalone version of it, which is pretty well put together, in my opinion.
Yeah, this is a game that people are enjoying. I think is safe to say. It's like the only game that I see talked about or anything at the minute, and it looks awesome. So I'm really looking forward to this.
Are you a bit? I mean, I know there's a lot of rumours going around about this possibly coming out for PS4, but it has obviously been confirmed on Xbox One. Are you a bit disappointed there's nothing yet been said about a PS4?
I mean,
Paddy?
I'm hoping it does one day. It's the kind of thing where I'll look on with interest. I think Microsoft are publishing it, which is why it's coming to Xbox like first or faster. So I mean, hopefully Sony get on it and also try and do that. But because I'd love to have this game on. I wasn't sure because I don't really like games that feel janky, but it looks really fun. So.
Oh yeah, I mean for an early access title, it's really well polished.
Yeah,
it's definitely one of the few alphas I'd say that's actually worth the money. Because I'm always hesitant going and spending X amount of money on an alpha and getting stung by some previous titles I will not mention. That are still in alpha many years later.
Yeah. So, I mean, does anyone think this game will actually?
I saw a person
come out. You did see a
person hiding behind a box.
Peekaboo.
You saw a person hid.
Well, and then he decided to run away, so I decided he had to give chase because I was holding a machine gun and he wasn't holding a machine gun. So
Rob, that's you in the bottom screen, the little screen.
Yeah, that's me on the bottom left screen trying to support John.
John, that's you trying to run up hills.
Yeah, John's trying to find me.
Yes, I'm currently trying to find a bunker entrance, and as you can see, I'm doing really well with my bush sensors.
What John means is he's showing everyone, the viewers, the perfect scenery. Pug book.
Yes.
I'm saying that right. Pug book is doing.
Yeah, and I wasn't doing too well, so I gave up and decided to run for the houses. Not great.
So
Rob's just going to
take
the kill.
And we gave him the small screen.
Yeah, I feel like maybe you did this the wrong way around.
Yeah, maybe.
So for anyone who doesn't know, like, what's obviously you're trying to stay alive, but what's like, how does it all come together? Like, what does a match look like?
In short, it's kind of based on the whole battle royale theme. If you don't know what that is, you get dropped on an island, and
it's a great film. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's pretty messed up, but it is. And you just got to fight to the death, to the end, to the last man standing, and that's the person that gets winner chicken dinner, I think it's called.
Yeah. You think because you don't know, right?
Yeah, I'll be honest, I've never actually hit that stage. I've only got to about third, I think. I'm not very good. Yeah, you
kind of. I don't know. For some reason, I thought it would be just a few. Like, it'd be harder to find, like, lots of weapons and stuff. I guess there's a balance between one person getting lucky and winning because of that, or like actually.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it is quite reasonable in the sense of if you get to a certain point, you're pretty much guaranteed to have what you do.
This is fantastic viewing.
I was hoping you'd talk over this.
Hey guys.
So the internet is famously forgiving for bad play.
Oh, yeah.
That's a lie, Paddy. It's in fact the opposite.
Oh, is it? Shit. So Rob, you were saying something.
I was, but I can't remember what the hell it was. so distracted by John's brilliant play that I just.
It was something about.
Obviously, this is all the bit that I haven't seen. I was just talking to John at this point, saying, "Get in the bunker. There's loads of stuff."
So okay, you've never won one jump, but what's the tactic? Like, what would you? Is it just hide and then slowly get closer and closer to the middle, and then you have to fight? What's the?
Yeah, generally. I mean, I've played with different people. I tend to be quite conservative and a bit of a brick, as you can see. But then I've played with some of the guys that are like really gung ho, and they go into like the cities, into Pachinki, where you get more density, more people in there, so it gets a bit more hectic. And it gets really, really busy. You can see there, especially around about where the mouse was a moment ago, that's a very, very busy part of the map. Obviously, the loot's a lot better around there as well. But as the circle gets smaller, I mean, it just depends on the tactic. We've tried different things. We've tried driving around in circles in a car. That didn't work.
Oh, surprise! Driving exact circles just didn't work.
Yeah. So I mean, it's the general kind of gist of it is that you go. It depends where the circle is. Jump in, get to near or around the perimeter of the circle, and work your way in on foot. Till the circle becomes quite small to the point that you actually are just crawling all your way through.
And Rob, have you got any of them famous chicken dinners?
I've only claimed one, but that was more to do with the fact that the person that I was playing with was really good, had no bearing on me. Okay. I was just there, and I just happened not to get shot. Yeah, I think I killed one person during that thing, but I think he was already half dead anyway. So
sounds like a very Rob move. Just gets carried by his team.
Although I was very proud that I'd actually killed 2 people during this playthrough.
It's very impressive. You killed 2%.
Yeah, 2 unarmed people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, 2 civilians, if you will.
I had a rifle. They didn't. You know.
Yeah.
That is the game that you play.
Please don't join the police, Rob. I have a pistol, you have nothing. Oh, I'm going to get this chicken dinner. It's a crowd, Rob, it's a crowd. Okay, so it's not just random, it actually follows people.
So I've been told. This could be absolute rubbish, but yeah.
We'll take it as fact, it sounds right.
Yeah, we have to.
Yeah.
You said it with confidence, you said it with gusto.
A journalism. I'm going to put it straight up onto our website, which you can find at www.twistedbard.com.
Do you need the www though? Really? Still?
I mean,
if you don't know by now, it's
a website.
Why doesn't someone just say triple W?
I'm trying to cater for our plus 60 audience.
We do actually have a rather sizable plus 60 audience.
We do.
My parents.
One of them. We have one, which is pretty much a 50% of our fan base.
Precisely.
Because the other 3 are here, and I'm not a fan.
I'm on the fence still.
So there's a bit of a leap between the two. I mean, I was impressed with this. I think it's got a hell of a lot of potential. I think it's still got quite a bit to be done. I mean, they got rid of the horrible vaulting. Honestly, you thought I was bad earlier jumping. That before it was horrendous. You couldn't jump a fucking bush. Yeah, it just did not work.
I mean, I'd say earlier it wasn't the game's fault.
Damn it!
Damn this game!
You've done bad when Al was sitting there criticising you.
If Al on his high horse, then fuck.
I know my wall jumps. I know them back to front, and that was about it.
See, that was majestic. Look at that, like a gazelle.
I was going to say gazelle, but I didn't know if it was racist.
Well, I mean, we should go Springbok if anything. Come on.
I have been described as a gazelle on a roof before.
When? When has this happened?
Every day.
It's
non-stop. We're probably the worst 2 people to get on for a Battlegrounds event. We should have got someone who was actually really good at it. I
don't know. You are now 36 left alive.
But that's more because we've avoided a conflict. I mean, we haven't.
Yeah, but the game's not to kill. The game's to survive, and you're doing that very well.
I think a lot of people on the internet would argue that point a lot.
Camping is a tactic.
I see a lot of hate.
It is a legitimate tactic.
People don't play Battlegrounds in a certain way.
Yeah, you could argue that in most games, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with sitting in a corner with a shotgun or a sniper rifle waiting for people.
Staring at a door.
Exactly.
Go on, walk through, you bastard.
I dare you.
I'll double dare you.
There is nothing wrong with it. It is a strategy.
Did you guys ever used to do a double. Oh fuck it, no, it's gone.
double fuck it.
Double Dutch.
Double fuck it.
I mean, I've never double fucked it, but you know.
I was trying to say a donkey dare, but.
What the hell is a donkey dare?
I've never done a double donkey dare.
That was one of those dares when you got dared in school, and it was one of those things where I don't know why, but for some reason it was one of those dares where you could not do the dare.
Are you sure that wasn't your trip to Thailand, Rob?
And I realised I used like a double
negative.
Yeah, I know, but it was right. Like my sentence was right, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
What skeletons are coming out of your closet?
You don't want to open that closet. You don't want to let them out.
Yeah,
I have fantastic shoes though, so if you want to go and have a look.
So, like, how does that compare then? What do you prefer?
I actually prefer the first person. I feel like it's a lot. I mean, because I don't actually think to do that trick with the third person thing. I don't think to move the camera around in certain places so I can see in places that I wouldn't be able to see from first person. Like, you know what I mean, like around corners and stuff. I don't think to do that, so I was at a natural disadvantage. So it was nice to. It was nice to actually. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by what John's doing.
It's alright. Not very much. Level the playing field. No, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you with it. To be honest, I prefer the first-person version.
Oh dear!
As you can see, I'm doing really well. Yeah.
No.
Jesus fucking hell! That scared the shit out of me.
That's another thing as well. Is they got like this whole revive system thing that with if your buddy's alive, they can revive you up to a point. I mean, they just shot me straight out. But you can use like somebody you've knocked down to bait other members of the team.
Back to them to kind of revive them. So I thought I'd do what most people do, which is I lock myself in a room. But then I realised I was recording for YouTube, so I think I actually end up being quite a brave at some point. But
never be a hero, Rob.
Well, the situation I was in here is because obviously you can see the white line is just there.
Oh yeah.
At some point, I'm going to have to move, which means if they're just staring waiting at the door. So I thought I'd look out the window, and I actually saw that little head there.
But you didn't shoot it.
It's called a tree.
I knocked him down. Well, I don't think I knocked him down. I think someone else did.
Yeah.
Because he was on the floor, but I certainly got a few shots at him.
Make you run for it. That door just got fixed by itself.
Magic door.
Magic.
The game's a lie.
So how much of this game is getting shot and you have no idea where from and you're dead?
Most
a lot.
Ugh,
Most of it.
That would really annoy me.
I mean, how I died. How I died is pretty much how you land up. Well, I'll end up dying quite a lot.
You're getting there, Rob. You're getting there.
Yeah.
Go on.
I saw him.
Keep on trucking.
I was hoping I'd just be able to kill the bastard, but I wasn't aiming very well.
Just go up. Just climb out a window on the other side and run. Save yourself, Rob.
Save yourself from this
For a
madness.
second there, I thought you could hear me because you turned around. I was like, what the hell's happening?
What's happening?
I can control him.
I had to move because you can see obviously like the blue lines there, and then in 1 minute 20 that would start to move in.
Okay,
so I needed to move, but I was trying to I was aware that person got a knockdown, but due to the fact he got a knockdown, I knew he had a friend about. But unfortunately, I was struggling to see them, so I was just trying to quickly get to this thing so I could sit in that tower. I feel that was my best strategy. It was in the circle.
Rob of the tower.
Close it. There we go.
I thought I heard something on my left hand side, so I was just checking there wasn't a person there before sitting there. I didn't want to die by me closing the door.
Farmer Rob checking his crops.
So it must be quite unnerving when you just kind of hear gunshots out in the distance and it all kind of.
The kind of tracking with the sound is pretty decent in this as well. You can normally tell the direction quite easily.
Okay. Oh, Robbie, you're dead.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, mate, he was done.
13.
Died.
Not bad.
That's pretty good. Yeah. Couple of kills.
Couple of kills. Although they didn't have any guns, but there you go.
No, done well. I didn't fire off a shot.
A pacifist, that's what I like.
Yeah,
you know,
that's what we like to see. The world needs more of you right now.
Team spotter.
You're like that guy from Hacksaw a ridge. You're just there trying to help.
So, John, why don't you give us a little review of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, worst name for a video game ever?
I think it's very good. I think it's got a lot of potential. It's still got a lot to go. I mean, the kind of... I put about, 45 hours into it. I know there's a lot of people that have put a lot more into it, but for me it kind of lacks that depth for the moment. It's got the potential for the depth, but I think it needs a lot more. Perhaps some more maps. I believe there's another map coming out, which I think that would change things up quite a bit. The weapon selection as well is decent for an alpha, but it's still got a lot more that I could do with. I mean, they could spice it up, go for things like traps, claymores, mortars, things like that, RPGs. The potential, is quite a lot. I'm not talking going full battlefield and bringing tanks into it, but kind of like a infantry utilities that you could use to kind of control parts of the map, in particular because large parts of it is you navigating your way across a map. But yeah, no, I'm definitely going to keep on playing it as soon as there's a bit more that comes out with it. Yeah.
Cool. And on our Twisted Bard patented scale of love it, like it, tolerate it, hate it, where would you put it?
I'll go and love it.
Nice. Great.
Cool.
And Rob, do you want to
We're going to run out of space, guys.
Rob, do you want to give us a quick little rundown of your thoughts?
Yeah. I think the exact same things as John.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Alistair, do you want to give us a little review of our players now?
Yeah, I thought they did well. 13th ain't bad. I think they worked quite well as a team. They stayed out of the war, which is a good idea. I would give Rob a bathtub to hide in, because I thought he should have done that. Stay in a bathtub, hide, shoot people come through the door. And John, I think he needs to let loose a bit on a firing range, so we get more firing range.
The whole firing range.
The entire firing range. I'm being very generous.
Over the top prize, but okay.
Right, from my perspective, I thought you guys did. I think you did well. Like it was cool to see. I mean, I think that's. You said people will get annoyed at watching people play like that, but I imagine that is the very typical experience of the majority of people playing this game. So just stay on the outskirts, trying to stay alive as long as possible. So I thought you did pretty well. In terms of prizes, I'm going to give John a nice daisy because he's a nice pacifist, and Rob, I'll give you a rifle in which to put the daisy because you are obviously, the murdering bastard that we know and love.
Especially when I killed people that had no means of defending themselves.
Exactly. So
that is technically a war crime.
Well, I can't say I'm surprised.
Let's keep the white phosphorus for Rob.
Well, thank you very much for listening, everybody. That was another Twisted Bard Gaming One Life review. We have 14 more of these on our YouTube channel, which you can find by searching for Twisted Bard Gaming on YouTube, and then we have a whole bunch more video game stuff on twistedbard.com. We hope you come along, and we hope you had a good time watching this video and playing video games, and everybody's so fucking happy. From me, Patty, and from everybody else, bye.
See you later.
Bye.
Cheers.
Such enthusiasm. Thank you so much for watching this video. We really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, maybe stick around and watch another one. Or maybe like the video. Maybe share it with your friends. Maybe even subscribe to the channel. These are all things you can do, just right here on the screen. We're Twisted Bard Gaming. Thanks again.